It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. YEPdaily here in a brand new installment of YEPdaily. And oh my goodness, I got a good one for you. If you are in a network marketing, affiliate marketing, MLM space, you're going to want to listen. Or if you know somebody who is in this space, you're going to want to tag them, because today's information or class is all about the 7 deadliest mistakes in the MLM space. This is what is detrimental. You might as well just close shop and call it a day, or you're going to have to work really, 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 really hard. Now, if this is your very first time tuning in, my name is YEPdaily, and I'm your host with the Avocado Toast. I happen to be the global master trainer of an entrepreneurial community called the Young Entrepreneur Project, where we help individuals start, grow, or scale a business, their business or ours, and even more so, you can build a sales force or a book of business with your own clientele with multiple verticals and industries, and definitely make a whole lot of moolah. Now, with that, let me go ahead and dig deep into this topic and say good morning to some of my happy people. Facebook user, you have to give StreamYard the okay to show your name, but good morning to you too. Hey, Weenie from Sydney, Australia, good morning. Elizabeth by Jersey Sis, what's up? What's up? Tracy, good morning from South Carolina. Lori, hey, San Antonio. This is new. I'm used to Seattle, but I'm so glad to see you. Hey, good morning again. You're going to give us the okay to say who you are. Pam Huffman, good morning. Hello, Tammy Rivard from California, and also Joanne Kimball from PA. All right, let's go and get after it. So first things first, let's talk about these 7 deadliest mistakes. Now, I'm going to share these with you based on my own personal experiences as much as the individuals that I've worked with. And God knows I've worked with tens of thousands of people over the last 14 years. So let's get into it. Number 1 is indecisiveness. Somebody dropped the word indecisiveness. And what it actually means is that you're not able to make a decision. Now, when you're not able to make a decision, that means that you are stuck, and you're stuck between 2 brains, right? You have the left brain and the right brain, the practical brain and the emotional brain. You're stuck between, man, I don't know if I want to do it or I don't. Maybe I'm not motivated. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe this, maybe that. Whatever it may be that is limiting your thought itself is simply indecisiveness. Now, here's what I had to deal with, because I just so you know, you're not the only one. I was there too. I'm not here to tell you that I'm perfect and you're not. No, what you need to understand is, personally, I was stuck because I had no direction. I had no motivation. I had no mentorship that was showing me the right map to knowing how to get to the end result that I wanted to have. So therefore, it was a lot of uncertainty, if you will. So uncertainty will definitely lead you into being indecisive. Now, the question is, what are you willing to do about it? Are you going and or planning on making a change and pivoting your train of thought? Or are you just like, meh, I'm comfortable where I'm at and it is what it is? Now, again, what I'm telling you is nothing different than what you already know. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one of my favorite accountability partners this morning, and we were having this very same conversation. And the conversation was like, I already know what I have to do. Okay, cool. Then let's go ahead and do it. So let me help you out. Here's what I did. See, I needed something that gave me certainty. And the certainty was that whomever I talked to or I was going to talk to, I knew for a fact they were not my customer and they were not my business partner. Therefore, no matter what I said or how I said it, if they said no to me, I don't want to do business with you, nothing changed. Therefore, I was certain that no matter the outcome, I am in the same place where I'm at. But I also had to understand that although there is a certain chance that these people will not change anything in my life, whatever I do, or if they say no, they're still not my customer, not my business partner. But there's a 50-50 chance that 1 out of the 100, out of the 50, out of the 20, out of the 10 people is going to want to be my customer and do business with me. So I had to try to shift my brain from the uncertainty level that I'm not sure if somebody's going to want to do business with me or not, to the probability that this individual may just see enough value in me and in my business. So therefore, I had to work at it every single day. So indecisiveness is a deadly mistake. So you have to work on it. And I know it is a loaded topic on itself. We can have a 3-hour seminar on just how to become decisive, but you need to grow as an individual and you need to work on it. Now, and I'm going to come back to this as far as comfort. Comfort is usually the reason why we are not decisive. You know, if you had the mortgage behind and they're calling you, hey, we're going to come take in the house and the car is going to get repoed, and you would literally hustle. It doesn't mean that you're going to figure it out, but you will actually hustle all out, all in to create the results that you would want to have. But comfort is usually where indecisiveness leads. Let's go number 2. If you're ready, drop a number 2. All right, here we go. The second one is no personal growth. I never forget it. The day I decided to never follow a mentor of mine that I had in 2016 and 17. And we're riding in a car on an 8.5-hour ride to go to Boston, or about almost 10 hours. And he straight up said to me, I was like, hey, I know you have music. Do you mind if I pop a book? He's like, what book? I was like, oh, just a personal growth book. I don't remember what the book was at the time. I love listening to audiobooks. And he goes like, nah, man, let's just keep music. And this is somebody that was at the time a CEO of a company that I was master distributor of. And, and I'm sitting in there and I'm like, did he just say no to listening to books? I'm like, well, you don't even want to try like a podcast or something? He's like, nah. He's like, to be honest with you, this is the most arrogant thing I've ever heard. And that was the moment that I know, I just reached the ceiling and I'm not able to grow from here. Because if this is the lid, that's it. I've reached to it. So he said, I had so many books that I've read that I genuinely don't believe that I need to read any more books anymore. Like it's at this point, I'm good as far as reading books. And I was like, man, you just told me my tree has grown enough and there is no other potential of growth. Therefore, I looked to the left and I said, this is going to be the last ride I'm ever going to have with this guy. And the interesting thing is that 3 months later, I terminated my business relationship with him because I identified many, many flaws that he's had. So the assumption that I don't need personal growth, or I don't have time for personal growth, or I don't have resources for personal growth is 100% the main reason why you're not being valuable in the marketplace. The reason I am able to come to you every single day and give you content and give you information is because I am constantly growing. I am constantly learning from individuals, whether they are mentors or they are students and clients and business partners, or I'm always reading or listening. I'm always cultivating my brain. Even when it comes to entertainment, I choose very selectively what I want to watch. So I'm always gaining something out of the entertainment that I'm watching. So it is extremely important for you to absolutely and utterly 100% fall in love with personal growth. If you do not want the idea of personal growth in your life, you do not deserve, and I insist on this, you do not deserve to be in a role of leadership, because a leader is someone who leads another individual and or a group, and that group is looking forward for growth. So if you, the leader, the captain, right, is not growing, how can you help someone else grow? It's like me telling you that I'm going to show you how to make, $1 billion. What, I've never made $1 billion. It's ridiculous to even assume that I'm going to be able to do so, right? If I've never ran 100 meters under 6 seconds, how can I guarantee you that I'm going to coach you on doing that? So it's very important for you to accept the responsibility, and I insist on responsibility of personal growth. Let's go to number 3. If you're ready with me, say it after me. Number 3. Here we go. So number 3 is dependency. Now, this specifically in network marketing is the ultimate. I will never rank advanced, and I will be the person that's looked upon as, I don't want to be mean, but you just don't want to let dependency even flow out of your bloodstream, out of your skin, out of your mouth, out of your energy, right? The idea of network marketing or multi-level marketing is that you are an independent contractor or independent business owner or independent franchisee, or however your company calls it, of independent affiliate. What is the concept of independent? Independent is that you are not dependent on anybody else. So if you are saying or thinking to yourself, who's going to hook me up today? Who's going to give me a customer today? Who's going to give me, a check today? Or waiting on your customers, right? Like, who's going to give me a referral today? Or, upline, who's going to give me, a new person today? Or a company, who's going to give me a new promo today? Like, you're done. Just shut it down, because your mindset is so focused on the idea of please give me, that you're not putting your best foot forward. And the individuals that you're talking to, if there's a conversation that is going on, this person is strictly asking me to build their business for them, it becomes like, well, what's the point of you being there if I have to do it all for you? So, and I'm speaking to you here from leader to leader, right? Like, do not allow your team or yourself within your organization to fall in the trap of dependency. Let me break it down to you. No one owes you anything. You're not entitled to success. I'm not entitled to success. No one owes, I'm not owed anything by no one, and no one owes me anything. I was not given, what is built right now. I had to work really, 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 really hard to earn it. I had to work really, 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 really hard to earn the trust of the executive team. I had to work really, 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 really hard to earn the trust of the people who have given me the privilege to work with them and monetize within their production as well. I had to work really, really hard, not for a year, not for 2, but for 14 whole years to get to where I'm at right now. And I still don't take it for granted. I still wake up every single day with the same mindset that I did back then, if not stronger, telling myself I have to do more, I have to provide more, I have to go and get what is mine, because no one is going to give it to me. It's not promised. A customer is not guaranteed to be with you forever. A member or a representative will eventually see something else that is for them. They're not in here to be a sales rep for life. They're in here to get the financial things that they want out of their business and invest it on real estate or invest it on different areas of their lives where they see themselves grow into their own passion. So if you are thinking, yay, I'm set up for life, I have John and Joanne, I am forever rich, I will never have to do anything again, I got news flash for you, and he's going to slap you so hard across the face, you're not going to see it coming. Dependency is the ultimate, for me personally, the ultimate no-no. I mean, it's also a turnoff, like, what? I thought you were a leader. I thought you were somebody who builds communities, who provides solution. So if you're sitting in here and saying, feed me, bird, feed me, by default, you're sending a message that I am not a leader. I need to develop into my own role. And I'm praying, I'm hoping that somebody gives me a handout. That is not attractive. And guess what? If that's your mindset, we all feel that energy. And so do your prospects. If your prospects feel that about you, you wonder why you're not attracting 7-figure earners, because but first of all, you're not even reaching out to them because you think you're not good enough. And that impacts your posture. And if that impacts your posture, you're looking for somebody to just hook you up, and you're playing a facade and you're faking it. So just be honest with yourself. Remind yourself how great you are. Remember Friday's message, actually Thursday message last week. Remember who you are. You are great in every single way. So stop showing lack of abundance within you and your potential, and stop asking for, a handout. You're not owed anything. Number 4, if you're ready for it, tell me, give me more. Number 4 is managing a team versus being a front runner. So a front runner means that I'm personally prospecting every single day, not saying, okay, I'm going to manage you guys. I'm going to manage a downline. There is nothing worse than somebody who has the mindset of a manager in a network marketing organization. Let me explain why. First and foremost, the members that you have already have a boss or a manager in their traditional job or traditional business, someone that they have to report to, that they're annoyed by, that they don't want another boss or another manager to tell them, okay, if you don't show up in leadership, you're not a real leader. If you don't do this, you're not. Like, they don't need that. You think I text my company and my team members like, okay, I'm expecting you to show up Monday night? I don't do that. I actually don't. There's a support team that sends an email and a text message for the whole company. I'm not here for customer support or to manage 7 people to show up to a webinar. I'm here to lead by example. I'm here to show you what is possible. I'm here by actually enrolling new members. I'm here by hitting new ranks. I'm here by delivering value. I'm here to do what a captain of the team does. And until you do the same exact thing, your team are still not seeing value in you, and you wonder why they're not showing up for you. They're not even showing up to webinars because you're not showing them what's possible. You're showing them what they don't want to see. Hey, I'm a boss. I'm a manager. I'm showing up in every webinar and telling you what to do every single day, 5 days a week, heck, sometimes twice a day, and tell you what to do while I'm not rank advancing, while I'm not having any results, while I'm not growing. Again, you wonder why your team is not even listening to you or not even following any of the things that you're doing. It's not that they're lazy. They know you're fluffing. They know you're hyping up. They know you're just here to motivate me and give me a little oomph. Stop being a trainer. Stop being a manager. I'm getting my team to show up for leadership. Man, who cares? You show up and bring in new people with you and watch how quickly your team gets motivated. You know what motivates my team? When I plug some people under. Hey, there's somebody here and there's somebody here. And all of a sudden, everybody's excited. But then sometimes when I don't, you get to see the real, there's dependency in there. Okay, I know what I need to do. I have to make sure that I go back to basics and work on me to grow as a leader and raise new members, raise new leaders with me, because that individual is dependent. So that's managing versus being a front runner. Stop managing your team. Just do those personal enrollment activities, personal prospecting activities, right? Okay, let's go to number 5. If you're ready for number 5, give me that high five. Give me that emoji. Number 5. Oh my goodness, this is going to hurt. And I hope you're tagging the person who needs to hear this, because I'm doing them a favor. Hype, ego, and exaggeration. Hype, ego, and exaggeration. So we all know in the network marketing profession, there's no hype, right? Yeah. MLM, it doesn't have a reputation of exaggerating or lying, right? Not in network marketing. That never happens. No, not at all. Right. I'm being a little bit sarcastic for a reason in here. So it makes us all look bad in the network marketing profession when one of us lies, exaggerates, and hypes up. When one of us goes and, like the other day, I just learned in one of our verticals, obviously, is the financial education with Driven. And I learned what flux, what is it? No flux, demo flexing. Like in the crypto world, everybody posts on their stories like, oh, look at the, $300 profit today, $700 profit today. And what that is, for 99% of the time, it's called demo flexing. What a demo flexing is, it's not real money. Like, the app that they're using gives them what's called a demo version, where they get to put fake money. Like, let me see, if I put $10,000 and I invested here and here and here, what results would I have? And that's not real money. That's just a demo page. And they say, inbox me for more information if you want to have these kind of results. So what that does is it makes us all look bad. Anybody that wants to get into that space. And it boggles my mind, because if my mom always said, like, if you're dumb enough to lie, steal, and cheat, you should know that you're dumb enough to get caught. Because eventually you will, and it ruins your reputation. There are people who love the biggest, the best, the greatest, nothing like us, nothing before us, and nothing after us, until you go to Amazon and you find the same product. Right? You don't need to hype anything up. The truth is good enough. The truth is good enough. There's a reason you have top producers and top earners in the company. There's a reason you have incredible testimonials, financial testimonials or product testimonials. It's because the truth is good enough. The problem is that we are in a generation where we are thinking that if I'm not stronger, bigger, better, then I'm the worst. Man, I don't care about being better than anybody. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing by me, by my creator, and then by every single person that I have the opportunity and privilege to touch, by my words and my information in my business every single day. So number 5, stop the hype. Number 6, if you're ready for it, give me some remix. Man, I'm doing good with these rhymes. Okay, so number 6, it's pretty obvious, but as they say, common sense is not common practice. Negativity. No one likes that negative person who just wants to find something wrong. And it's okay to bring up to your support team, to your upline, what's wrong or what's not working or what you are concerned about. What many, unfortunately, do, they go to their whole team and they say, let's have a team meeting. And then they start spreading all the negativities. This is bad. This is bad. She's horrible. He probably got this. And it becomes into this gossipy, group conversation where it just spreads. I'll tell you an experience that I've had about a year ago. We had a group of leaders, and we've had some things that were not necessarily functioning well with back office numbers and things of that nature that needed to always be, rectified manually. And the group itself was frustrated, right? And all of us leaders, we're thinking it's a closed, group, and it's a safe space. So everybody's like, I'm mad, I'm frustrated, I'm not happy, and yada, 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 yada. And there was one baby leader, as I like to call her. And she made it into leadership. She advanced into the ranks, but she was just brand new to the whole concept of leadership and success. And she's hearing all this. She called me afterwards crying hysterically, saying, if this is what leadership and success is, I want nothing to do with it. Crying. Like, I'm shocked. Like, I thought this is the solution creators. This is where we provide assistance and elevate ourselves and grow personally. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. So that one person ended up feeling like she didn't belong just because a bunch of egomaniacs, I'm including myself in this one, were arguing and cursing and yelling and being frustrated, but something that now looking back was so small for the potential that we all had. Right? So you don't want to be the negative one in the bunch, especially within your team. Whenever you have a group setting and a leadership or whatever you want to call it, right? A weekly team call, it is not a board meeting where investors are talking about how is my $1 million that I invested. Most of the time it's people who are spending $100 a month and they're wondering, what do I got to do to make my money back? So it's important for you, the leader, to infuse positivity. Now, how do you do that? Vision. See, things might not be perfect today, but I can embody the vision of where they're going to be and work really, really, really hard to get there together. And if you have enough faith in your leadership and in your executive team that they are the right people with the right moral values, you shouldn't have an issue with being positive. The problem is if you don't have enough belief and faith in your leadership, that's where your mind gets compromised and you start finding a reason to blame and justify certain things. And then you start laying that on brand new people, and you wonder why those people are not doing anything. I've had somebody who said, I can't, promote this company until those things that my leader told me get fixed. And I'm like, man, that's such a suicidal move, because that leader could have had that person produce every single week, and income is being made not only for the leader, for that person as well. But that leader, or quote unquote leader, that's such a cheap word that's being thrown everywhere now, robbed that person and that individual herself or himself from the income. So don't be negative. Nobody likes to be around negativity. Number 7, this is 100% on you. And that is comfort. Man, some of us are brokered and broke and we're still comfortable. We still get enough sleep. I got to get my 8.5 hours. Some of us are brokered and broke in every area, not just money, but health. and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take my time and make myself sausage and eggs and cheese for breakfast and not go to work out. Some of us are so comfortable until the doctor says you got 7 months to live. Some of us are so comfortable until the mortgage says you have 10 days to get out. Some of us are so comfortable until the car starts calling us the car payment and saying like, hey, your car is in the repo. If we find it, we're taking it away from you. Then we start working hard. Now I'm talking about myself too. I was that guy once upon a time. I was so comfortable. Man, now I am scared of the idea of comfort. When I'm just doing one of these, relaxing and whatnot, my brain starts thinking like, man, I'm committing a sin right now. Because my son, my daughter, my wife are dependent on me to be the best version of myself. That's how they are the best versions of themselves. My wife is my partner in business. And when she sees me comfortable, she literally will call me out like, what you doing? You good? I see you just hanging out, like no meetings today, because she knows we have a business and we have a mission outside our business and we have kids that are watching us, and whatever we do, they're going to repeat, right? My baby boy, 4-year-old, he's thinking business already. He's talking about popsicle stands and he's talking about, selling stuff. And the other day we're getting rid of stuff from our basement, just giving it away for free. He goes downstairs and takes his little toy lawnmower and he's like, I don't use this anymore. I want to give it away. That's because he's constantly watching what we're doing. So it's incredibly important for you to not allow anybody around you to see the comfort side of you. Now, don't get me wrong. When you go out on vacation, couple of days off to unplug, yeah, man, give yourself a couple of days. I do that. But when it's go time, it is go time. And from September 1st, for me, all the way until the end of June, it is go, 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 go all out. And then we can hang out for a little bit after that, with pool and beach and all those different things. But it is go time all the time. It's important to understand that, because the reason you're not where you want to be is because you're comfortable with what you have. You're comfortable with the car. You're comfortable with the income. You're comfortable with the food. You're comfortable with the ceiling over your head. If you had your back against the wall, remember when you got fired and bills were coming, man, you called, you walked, you knocked, you've done it all. Remember when the collection was coming after you, you did everything in your power. It's only when you have the heartbeat and palpitation, oh my God, something is wrong, is when we actually start making a difference. But comfort is the number one reason in my book why most people are not having success in network marketing specifically, because they're comfortable with not being respected in the business community. They're comfortable with not being an influencer. There are some people who just like to camouflage. Literally, just I'm just clapping in here. No one can see me. I'm clapping with everybody else that's successful. Therefore, if I'm hanging out with people and drinking a glass of champagne, I'm probably just as successful. Comfort. I'm not comfortable. I'll never be comfortable. I got people around me all the time like, how much more? I don't know. You're doing it for the money. I'm not. I want it all, because it's not for the money. It's for the mission. It's for what I'm doing outside my house, outside my body, outside my bank account. I talked to you about this before. I don't accumulate wealth. I manage a wealthy account that I've been blessed with. I manage a trust fund. And I just give away to everybody around me. I bless everybody around me. That's why I'm blessed too. Many of us are so comfortable and live in the scary fear. Oh my God, what if somebody tries to take the $200 that I have left? You wonder why you're not getting it. Think big. Think big. That'll work on your posture. People who are comfortable, you can tell they're comfortable from their posture. People who are hungry and going for it, man, posture, attitude, tonality, eye contact. They're always looking left and right. Who am I going to help, serve, and how am I going to grow too? They're intense. They're not comfortable. They're always ready to work out. They're always ready to run. They're always on volume 12, right? We're not comfortable. I'll never be comfortable. So I hope that these 7 pieces are at least going to give you a little bit of direction of what you need to work on. And do me a favor, out of these 7, I'm going to repeat them to you just for a recap. Number 1, indecisiveness. Number 2, personal growth. Number 3, dependency. Number 4, managing a team versus a front runner. Number 5, hype, ego, and exaggeration. Number 6, negativity. And number 7, in comfort. Do me a favor, wherever you may be listening to this, leave us a comment. Let me know exactly which one of the 7 deadliest mistakes in MLM are the most deadliest for you that you need to work on ASAP. And I look forward to be of service to you wherever we may meet again. So I appreciate and I thank each and every one of you. Keep in mind, later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have our brand valet, our digital marketing, social media, whatever niche, websites, anything that you could imagine, created by Livia Fisher Kane, who created or expanded UFC to a $4 billion brand that he's become today. She and her team have put an overview together. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. BrandValetZoom.com. You do not want to miss it. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. And until then, have a blessed night, everybody. Take care.